So the box office numbers for this past weekend have all been reviewed, and How to Train Your Dragon opened decently. I will cover the numbers and explain why it's a decent opening. And while Ballerina is a major disaster for Lionsgate, it's a project that should have done a lot better, but it's for me now an outright disaster. Is going to lose money for the studio. But let's first start out with How to Train Your Dragon, because I know it would do well, but I didn't know exactly how much it would bring in. The first weekend isn't the best, but it's decent enough. So it came out number one at the US box office with an estimated $83.7 million in its first weekend, which is decent, very decent. Now, let me even skip to the international markets. It made 114.1 million internationally. You're looking at a total of 197.8 million dollars worldwide. That's its first weekend numbers, and that's fine. That is a good opening weekend. I've just confirmed that its budget is $115 million, so it needs between it needs $400 million or $450 million at the max to break even. But most likely $400 million and above, it's good to go in terms of profit. Ballerina, on the other hand, has not gone anywhere. It's still below $100 million worldwide. It's at 90 million worldwide, but I will go over its US numbers before getting to the international numbers. So let's start out with the top 10 for this past weekend. How to Train Your Dragon did 83.7 million, came in number one, followed by Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is still, very, very hot on the tails of so many films out there, which is fantastic. The film made $15.5 million, coming in second with a total of 366.4 million. It has already crossed $815 million, so it's on its way to 900 million. I've said that it will crawl to $1 billion, but there is still a chance that it might not be able to get there, because remember last weekend it was at 772 million dollars, so it's only added roughly around 75 to 80 million dollars in 1 week. So the drops have become a bit higher, not drops, but like its grosses have become a bit slower. Materialist, which stars that idiot I dislike, Pedro Pascal, and Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson, that film came in third with $12 million. Mission Impossible did $10.3 million for a total of 166.3 million. That film will lose a lot of money for Paramount. The way it's going right now, it probably lose over $200 million when it's all said and done. And Ballerina only made $9.4 million. It made only $9.4 million for a total of 41.8 million. That's where it's at right now. Karate Kid made 5 million for a total of 44.2 million. Final Destination made 3.9 million for a total of 130.6 million. Then you have Life of Chalk made 2.1 million for a total of $2.4 million. That's literally the full top 10. Even Sinners is still there in the top 10. At least that film still made 1.5 million for a total of 275.5 million. So this is the full top 10. But then when we now skip to the international markets where all these other films are making money as outside of the United States, Lilo and Stitch has crossed 858.4 million. It's now at a total of 366.4 million at the domestic box office and $492 million internationally. So this film will certainly cross $950 million, but whether it gets to a billion is a difficult is a difficult proposition. Mission Impossible have crossed $300 million. At it's now currently at 166 million in the United States and 340 million internationally. So you are looking at 506.8 million worldwide. But because the budget is $400 million, it's definitely going to lose money, lots of money for the studio. You have Sinners. Sinners is at 275 million in the United States, 85.7 million internationally. You're looking at 361 million. So it's most likely will end at 375-ish million, maybe 380 if it still crawls to that number. How to Train Your Dragon, like I said, is almost at 200 million. Ballerina has 41.8 million United States, 49.7 million internationally, 91.5 million worldwide. Karate Kid, on the other hand, made 45.8 million internationally, 44.2 million in the United States, for a total of $90 million. So what I'm getting at with all these numbers is that there are projects that are losing money right now. Karate Kid, for instance, cost 45 million to produce, so it needed, let's say, 120 million or 100 million at least to break even. It is already at 90 million. There is a strong chance that it will break even. At least it will make back whatever was spent on its production, but it's not going to make any significant major profit for the studio. Now, How to Train Your Dragon is going to be a very dicey film to follow, because it has at least one more major weekend for it to do well and be in a position to break even. If it can cross 300 million, which I suspect it will by this coming weekend, then I can see it get to 600 million when it's all said and done. But if it's like, let's say, 350 come next weekend, maybe it will end its run at 550 million when it's all said and done. But at this moment in time, it's still a decent opening weekend. At least it suggests to me that it will get somewhere closer to $600 million when it's all said and done. But I can't say right now. I just have to be patient, and we'll see what's going to happen in the near future. I hope you guys have enjoyed the major box office rundown at the moment, because that's all I have right now. There are major stuffs that you can still check up on, but this is the main rundown of all the films that have made money this past weekend at the box office. That I don't think there's anything I missed out right now. So we will see what's going to happen in its second weekend. So share your thoughts down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Do like our content. I'll see you guys very much next time.